Hello, Stampin' friends. It's Tuesday night. That means it's Tuesday night Stampin' Club here at Simply She Stamps. And I'm Julia Mazer. Thank you for joining me tonight or at another time when you're watching the recording. Tonight I am showing the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper. Let me pull this out here. This is in the Celebration brochure. Celebration runs January through February. We do have Celebration 2.0 in July and August, but there will be different items available. And I do want to point out that in the brochure it says that the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper coordinates with the Pretty Perennials bundle, which, excuse my reach, which is this stamp set and these dies. This is not the set or the bundle that it coordinates with. I absolutely love this. I'm going to have a class on this, but the bundle that it does coordinate with is called In Bloom. So this is the stamp set. Let's get that reflection off there. This is the stamp set. It has some nice bold flowers. So these two sets, I actually think this stamp set will also coordinate with the paper, but these stamps are more of a watercolor look and these are very bold. So a little difference in stamp set, but I think they would both coordinate with this paper, and I just absolutely love this paper. I love the color combination. And what's so cool about these Pierced Blooms dies, these coordinate with the In Bloom stamp set and the Designer Series paper, and they have stitching. They create stitching. So let me just show you. I did cut out some paper with the dies, and so it gives it that perforation. So we used to have to sit and poke with a little paper piercer, and now we don't have to because we have all these dies that have the stitching on them. In the fall, we had a fall set that added that stitching, and I just love that. So I was very drawn to this stamp set and die set. And I just wanted to show you, this is a sample based on the sample in the mini catalog. I did some embossing here, and I did cut out these images just from plain cardstock, and that's what went behind there. This is the Designer Series paper and some fun little sequins from the Wheel of a Time. So that's this sample right here. And tonight I'm going to show you how to make this fun fold card. I have two cards to show you how to make. We're going to get started with the fun fold. This is called a slide and lock gatefold card. And what happens is this is slides, this is the gatefold, and then this little contraption is what locks the card down. So you slide it down and it locks it in place. You slide it up and it opens your card. Okay, here's another sample that I made, and you can tell that I did make it out of this Designer Series paper. Well, let me show you real quick the papers. So I love these colors. It's navy, soft sea foam, or cocoa rose, soft sea foam, seaside spray, petal pink, old olive, night and navy. You can always use pear pizzazz because that's just a lighter color of old olive. And here on the back you have some nice tone on tone. So it's really a beautiful set of Designer Series paper. It comes in 12 by 12. I just cut these down so you could see the images. And you'll notice that there is this piece that has just circles on it. And what we did, the artist did that so you could use your dies to cut those out. And I'll be showing you that in a little bit with another project. Okay, so for these samples here, I just cut the blooms out of the Designer Series paper, okay? And my little tip for you is if you have a bloom and you kind of don't have the whole bloom, you can still cut it out. See, like here, this petal's chopped off. All I did with that, it's the same thing here with that, I just lined it up with the layer here, so it looks like I meant to cut that off on purpose. Now you can see here the difference between this flower and this flower. I don't know if you can tell on camera. This one, it has the perforations, the stitching on it. I ran this through with my dies, and this one I just cut with a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's get to this fun fold. It's actually pretty easy. Okay, let me just move this out of the way. Let's start with this little part. Okay, I have 4 pieces of 2.5 by 2.5 cardstock. 2 of them I just left that way, and the other 2 I scored it, and I scored it at 1 1/4 so that they were scored in half. And I keep losing my bone folder. There it is. Okay, so I scored my 2 of the 2.5 inch squares at 1 1/4 to get these 2 pieces. And I'm gonna make a sandwich. So I have this piece, then I'm gonna have the 2 folded pieces, and then this last piece is gonna make the sandwich. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Let's see here. Okay, I was gonna see if I could see my video, so I could see if anybody's watching. If you are watching, you know, comment so I can see that you're watching. Tell me what you like. If you like the fussy cut, or if you like the stitching on those flowers. Okay, so I'm gonna line up the edges here. Just like that. Okay, so I'm just adhering one side down, and then this piece I'm going to put some adhesive on the back, and I'm going to make sure it butts up against the middle there. Okay, so now I have some little flaps, kind of like a butterfly. And then I'm going to put some adhesive here on the top, and I'm going to make a sandwich. Okay, and that's how we make our little sliding and locking mechanism. Okay, and I'll decorate that in just a sec. I want to show you how to make the gatefold. You know, you can always just make any kind of card into a gatefold. I'm going to grab my trimmer here real quick. This is my cutting blade, and this is my scoring blade. And I'm going to take my cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11, so I cut it the opposite way that I usually cut it, and I'm lining it up at 2 3/4 and scoring it, and then I'm going to flip it around and do the same on the other side. That just makes it so you have a nice crisp crease. I'm going to fold those in towards each other, and that's how we get our gatefold. Okay, so that's what I did with that card. Now I've cut some of the Designer Series paper out. Let's see, let's pull my sample out here so you can kind of see what's going on. And this is 2.5 by 4. You may have remember me talking about making the most out of your Designer Series paper. Chop it up, cut it up so you use it. Don't be a DSP hoarder like I am. We got to use it, because nothing lasts forever. I have learned that recently, going through old crafting supplies, clearing out the loft above the garage for my son to stay in this semester. Oops, that was a little lopsided. See what happens when I'm doing this on camera? Let's see if I can peel that up. Good thing I didn't press it down too much. Okay, there we go, much better. Okay, oh, I did cut a piece for the inside, because this is Night of Navy. You won't be able to, unless you use a white marker, you won't be able to see the writing. You could add some stamping to the inside. I think I did that in one of my samples. I think it was this one. I made you a card because you're worth it. Okay, that's how that goes. Now I'm going to decorate my square. I have a 2 1/4 piece. Let's make sure I'm putting this on right, since I want it to slide this way. Okay, make sure you have your mechanism so that the cardstock will slide that way. And all I'm doing is decorating this. I'm adding Designer Series paper and some flowers, but you could stamp it. So I did cut a bunch of these flowers out and leaves And you may notice some of them are kind of strange because there's a flower or it was the end of the paper, which is okay. You just hide them, okay? You layer them up and you hide them. I think I'll start with this one. I just used my adhesive, and then I popped up a few of them. I'm going to use a glue dot for this one. I think that'll just be easier to stick it behind here. Okay, and I'm going to use a glue dot for this little guy. Oops, I don't need two. I just need one. And I'll kind of follow what I did. And I'm going to sneak in this little guy. And see, he's cut off there, but that's okay. I'm just going to hide that part under the flower. So make the best out of your designer series paper. Okay, and we're going to slide this down just like that. And the greetings that I used on this was from Here's a Card. So if you like this paper but you don't like the bundle, the stamp set, and the dies that come with it, that's okay. You can just use another stamp set. And I really do like this saying, thank you for being my friend. So I'm just going to make another banner again. Here's my little tip. You can always use this to get your little banner, but I have been snipping my fingers, so this is my better tip, my triple punch here. We do have a punch. I don't have it yet. I just ordered it. That does the banner. I'm going to trim off a little bit more, but this is the next best thing. Okay, there we go. And I am just going to use some adhesive. So, pretty a quick, fun fold. I just need to, you know, get it flat with my bone folder. I think I scored this one just a little bit off, but that's okay. You know what? I think I might pop this one up. I'm going to use my mini dimensionals on this guy, on the banner. Okay. Just a little bit different. Maybe move him up a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, press it down so it's not going anywhere. All right, so isn't that super cute? Slide and lock gatefold. So hopefully you understood my directions so you can make your own. Here's the difference between the stitched and the just fussy cut. Okay, I really like them both. I do like the stitching a whole bunch, so I was having fun cutting out a whole bunch of those flowers for these projects. Okay, now my next card, what I used, let's see here. I used the circles that the artist watercolored to punch out. I didn't punch them out. I die cut them using my little mini cut and emboss. Let me show you. Oh, and what else is so exciting about this one is there's a label that comes with it as well. Okay, I lost my label. There it is. I didn't lose it. All right, so I am actually just going to flip this up real quick. Put that out of the way and bring in my little mini cut and emboss. And I'm going to just show you how quick this is. I'm going to grab this little piece and my cutting mats. And I'm going to put the green circle there and one of the leaves. Okay, so we get this beautiful watercolor look just from the paper. And I just run this through. And voila, we have a beautiful, well, you can't see it that way, a beautifully watercolored, I need my little poker. Sometimes they stick. There's little holes there to poke them out. And then voila, we have a beautiful little watercolored leaf. Again, I have a hard time watercoloring the real way, so anytime I get to have some cheater way to get some watercolor look, I am all for that. Okay, here goes my mat back down. And Here I have our card base, which is the soft, I keep wanting to call it Seaside Spray. Soft sea foam and Seaside Spray, you know, they're so similar, talking about the sea. And then more of our designer series paper. There's the flowers on one side and the stripes on the other. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and just drag it. And on the bottom there, I just love this blue. Blue is my favorite color. Did you know blue is the most popular favorite color? It sure is. Okay, and then I'm just going to put another piece just like that. Oh, it's actually the same piece, just flipped over. And that's going to go, oh, actually I think I want it to go this way. There we go. And now I have my bloom and some leaves and my beautiful little tag that is part of the dies there. And I do love the sayings. We have, "You mean so much to me," "You are amazing," "Congrats, you're so fancy now," and "Happy birthday, you really are the best." So love these greetings. We are going to use "You mean so much to me." We're gonna stamp it in Night of Navy ink. Tap, 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 tap. I think it's pretty well inked. Okay, and stamping on camera, hopefully I get it straight. There we go. Beautiful. Close this up. And this guy is gonna get popped up, but before I do that, I wanna put some of the denim ribbon behind it. Just add a little something, and the denim ribbon just coordinates so nicely with it. This is in the annual catalog. That's the wrong way. No, that's the right way. Okay. I guess I didn't need that much. Just a little, let's cut some off here, because then I can be a little more economical. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like tails. They're so cute. Now when I do this, I put adhesive on the, oh my gosh, cardstock, and then I stick the ribbon together. I add a little bit more adhesive just like that, so that you get it to stick to where you want it to stick, and it doesn't pop up so much. Okay, I am going to use some of the minis over here to put on either side of the ribbon, because if I put a dimensional right on top of the ribbon, it's going to want to pop up, and we don't want that. We want it to lay evenly, the label to lay evenly. Okay, here we go. We're going to put our "You mean so much to me." Oh, let's put it up there. Okay, beautiful, just like that, but we're going to add some blooms. I do love glue dots for putting these blooms together and putting them on our card. Just stick the glue dot on. So these blooms and middle and leaves were all cut from the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper, which you can get for free with a $50 Celebration purchase. Okay, I gotta put that one to the side. Don't want it to stick on anything. I'm gonna pop up the flower, so I need a dimensional. Oh, I'm gonna put them like that, I think. Yeah. And I do like the blue leaves. I did have some green, but I ended up going with the blue because I love blue. I'm just going to put them like that and add a little bit of green behind there. That's what I like about this die set, is there's a variety of leaves too. So "You mean so much to me." See, that was a pretty quick and easy card to put together. Love the stitching. So that's that. Last thing I would like to just talk to you about. I am having a fundraiser, and the February, not such a glare. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I lost you or what happened. I think we're okay. This is the paper pumpkin kit for February. It's the kit, and you can subscribe so you get one every month, or you can buy just 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or you can even go for a full 12 months. So a month-to-month subscription is $22. This Bouquet of Hope is available until February 10th. And if you purchase a 3, 6, or 12 month, you can earn some celebration rewards. Now on my blog, at simplyshestamps.blogspot.com, and also on my Simply She Stamps page here, I put some information about a fundraiser that I am hosting. It is my Bright Pink Bouquet of Hope fundraiser, and for every Bouquet of Hope paper pumpkin stamp set or paper pumpkin kit that I sell, I am donating $5 to the Bright Pink organization. We lost my sister to breast cancer last February, and she was very crafty, and we would love to craft together. So this kit came out, and I just thought this would be a great way to honor her, and you know how artsy, and she was a wonderful artist, and to remember her by. So I'd like to donate money to Bright Pink. If you have any questions, please look at the post on my page here or at my blog. And also anything else that you purchase using this hostess code, which is good until February 17th, a portion of those sales will also be donated. So I hope you would consider crafting for a cause with me. If you have any questions about that, please contact me. And if you have any comments about the cards I made tonight, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Oh, and one last thing. I made a cute little bag with this paper and some wonderful note cards, and you'll notice this was the other stamps that I pointed out. So I'm just was having so much fun playing with these papers over the past few days. I just got the other stamp set, so I was playing with the Pretty Perennials. So I just cut up the paper and use these cute little note cards. So fun paper, fun color combination. I hope you enjoyed my projects today, and I would love to see any cards that you make with the Slide and Lock Gatefold Fun Fold. Thanks for joining me this Tuesday night, and I'll catch you next Tuesday at Tuesday Night Stampin' Club. Next Tuesday is February 2nd, and I will be filming early. I will be filming at 6 o'clock Central Time, so I hope you can catch me then. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.